fourth. To close the gap on Dovizioso, who seems to have settled for third place.
And what
in the championship?
What happens if Marquez takes Petrucci? We go to Aragon, level on points with Dovizioso. The gap's 9 points, is it, between the two of them?
It is, and
they'll go level on points.
Yeah. Wow.
Petrucci's going to have a big part to say in that, though, in these final 4.5 laps here in Misano. He's withstood everything that Marc Marquez has had to throw at him so far, but you know Marc Marquez, there's still more to come.
Through turn 8 they come. 4.5 laps to go, down towards the Tremonte curve. It's a right-hander that leads onto the back straight. Petrucci has done all the donkey work at the front, in the rain, although sometimes in the rain, certainly in the early stages of the race, it's probably the best place to be in the rain. Now it is a lot better. Dre Dovizioso, precious points, and that would do me in third place. He's won the last 2 races. To finish on the podium again, I think will be a decent job done.
Yeah, just wondering whether Dovizioso might just be struggling for grip now as the track does dry out by a fraction every single lap. I think, yeah, he's definitely gone into safety mode now, Dovizioso. Make sure he takes those crucial 16 points. He'll be focusing ahead because he knows if Petrucci wins his first ever Grand Prix in famous fashion, then Dovizioso will still go to Aragon and lead the World Championship. He knows that if Marquez sneaks through, and it's all square going to Aragon.
And both on 4 Grand Prix wins as well, then you're looking at, aren't you, second place.
Podium or something, yeah.
Yeah, that's right. Doesn't really matter, will it?
I've got to say, though, hats off to Marc Marquez, because he doesn't need to... Petrucci's not his championship rival. He's desperate to win this Grand Prix, isn't he, Marc Marquez? He's giving his all. Despite the risk, I mean, a DNF here for Marc Marquez is going to be catastrophic for his championship chances, but he's laying it all there now.
I think this is the only way he really knows how to ride.
Absolutely. Well, if he doesn't push, he crashes, doesn't he? Yeah, if he loses focus, if he loses concentration, that's when the mistakes start to creep in. You've got to keep at your absolute razor edge best. Despite all the pressure, and there is severe pressure coming from Marc Marquez, who's one of the fastest and most aggressive riders in World Championship history. The job that Petrucci has done, not to give him a sniff of taking the lead, has been absolutely phenomenal.
Through the Tremonte curve, 3.5 laps to go here in Misano. The rain has stopped, the track is still wet. We ride with the Pramac Ducati rider through the Curvoni corner. Sort of speed they're going through that today, about 220, 230 kilometres an hour. Now you're going, gets tighter and tighter through these series of right-handers before you come to the first gear right-hander at turn 14. Marquez closes up on the brakes. 2 left-handers to come, turn 15. And now turn 16, the Misano corner, into the start and finish straight when they cross the line, 3 to go.
Pramac Ducati and Daniele Petrucci were absolutely ecstatic when he was on the podium in Mugello. Imagine if he wins now here in Italy. An even shorter press release that time. That was a pretty short press release when they took that third place. Marquez is closing, isn't he? That's as close as he's been for a number of laps. He's under 0.2 seconds behind Petrucci. He's stalked his prey for a number of laps now, Marc Marquez. Is he about to go in for the kill?
So Loris Bass's crashed twice. They've just passed. It's lapped. Marquez right on the rear wheel now of Danilo Petrucci. Coming through turn 6. We've seen Lorenzo go down here. We've seen Petrucci had a big moment here a couple of laps ago. Through the Little King, turn 7 down to 8.
This is a real test of Petrucci's mettle now. Through 8, 2.5 laps to go. Marquez continues to keep the hammer down. Will not give Petrucci 1 millisecond to relax at the front of this race. Closes up and now into the top end of the circuit. Tremonto turn 10 as they'll start firing that Ducati and Honda down the long back straight towards Curvoni corner.
Is he now thinking about the championship in any way, or is it all one thought, I'm going to win the race?
I think when he's this close with 2.5 laps to go, the championship's probably occupying about 3% of his brain right now. The rest is 97% gung-ho going for the win.
Marquez once again closes up on the brakes as they come down to turn 14. The last of the right-handers. Up through 15 and 16.
Petrucci looks like he's definitely got a little bit of an advantage in terms of drive coming out in the corners. Now Marquez closes closes up a lot on the brakes. The sort of concertina effect.
Through 16, across the line. 2 laps to go here at Misano. Can Danilo Petrucci win his first Grand Prix? Can Marquez go to Aragon in 2 weeks' time, equal on points with Andrea Dovizioso? We are going to find out any moment now. Here comes Marquez.
There's no doubt about it. If you get close enough, it's Marquez. Of course, he's going to attack. Catch your minds back to the Red Bull ring. Petrucci runs a pretty tight defensive line through turn number 4. He will be able to hear Marquez's Repsol Honda breathing all over his neck. We know Marquez is going to attack. Look what happened at the Red Bull ring when he lunged up the inside of Dovizioso at the final corner. A really ambitious move. He's going to strike. Is he close enough to attack? But turn 8 on the brakes. No, he's not.
No, takes the outside line, get good drive out, though, won't he, Marquez?
He will. Petrucci is just riding so defensively. He cut it tight to the inside of turn 4. He cut it tight as well on the inside of turn number 8, just slamming the door shut on Marquez.
What about turn 14 when they brake and brake that tight first gear right handle? Can Marquez be close enough? They come onto the back straight, 1.5 laps to go. Petrucci's so close for that first ever Grand Prix victory, but Marquez is closing all the time through 12, through 13, coming up to 14.
He's not going to be close enough. Here they come then, through 13, although he just really close up Marquez. He's not tight enough though to Petrucci. He's getting a real good look here though to assess Petrucci's strengths and weaknesses. Through turn 15 on the penultimate lap. Just 1 lap and 1 corner to go then for Petrucci and Marquez. Will Marquez sweep to the inside this time around? No, he won't. Petrucci though will be hearing him like a clap of thunder in his ears now.
We ride with Danilo Petrucci. Marquez in his face. Here comes Marquez up the inside on the brake. They break into turn 1. Marquez takes the lead on the last lap.
Marquez then hits the front for the first time. Can he hold off Petrucci through turn 2? Right then now through turn 3. What has Petrucci got in response? Turn 4 coming up now. Petrucci, can he have a look up the inside of Marquez? He thinks about it, but no, he's not quite close enough. Marquez holds firm.
Up at turn 4, double apex. Right, Marquez is running a little bit wide, but Petrucci follows him as well. Through the very fast turn 6, look like both drifting.
Petrucci took the front going into turn number 4. Did that cost Danilo Petrucci? Marquez then, he'll run that tight defensive line down into turn number 8. Petrucci, I think he took the front, had a big moment on the front end going through turn number 4. That might have been costly. Petrucci desperately trying to cling on to Marquez, but Marquez now coming up to turns 9 and 10. His advantage probably around 0.4 of a second.
I think it's enough. Through the Tremonte curve they come. Accelerate up into 6th gear. Well over 250 kilometers an hour. Marquez for the first time leads the race. I think poor old Petrucci, who's done all the donkey work at the front, is going to have to settle for 2nd place.
It's going to need a massive mistake now by Marquez to bring Petrucci back into contention. Marquez has surely got this one covered. He leads by 0.4 of a second, runs a really tight defensive line through turn number 14. Petrucci's not going to be close enough. Marquez surely's got this one in his hand. We're going to be going to Aragon with the World Championship tied. Level on points by Marquez and Andrea Dovizioso. 1 corner to go. He does not get any closer than this in the MotoGP World Championship.
Marquez, last corner, crosses the line. They're equal on points as he wins here in Misano with Dovizioso finishing in 3rd place.
Marquez, the fastest lap of the race on the last lap, a 47.0. Unbelievable by Marquez. Andrea Dovizioso takes a podium finish for the first time here in Misano. We go to Aragon with Marquez and Andrea Dovizioso tied at the top of the championship on 199 points. A last lap from the gods by Marquez. That was incredible. He was 1.2 seconds faster than Danilo Petrucci. One of the best last laps, one of the best wins of his Grand Prix career.
Absolutely superb. Vinales 4, Pirro 5, Miller 6, Redding 7, Rins in 8th place. 9th we expect Johan Zarco to cross the line. Danilo Petrucci, what a ride, what a disappointment for Petrucci.
What's happened to Johan Zarco? Has he had a problem on the last lap?
It could well
he
have
clashed, yeah. Zarco had a tumble.
Look.